Good morning, guys. So this is not a great way to start my morning. This is kind of an interesting video to make. So I just got off work, just got off shift. It is currently 6:15 in the morning. So it's now Friday morning. So last night my wife messaged me at work saying there was something terribly wrong with the 220, the big fish tank I have downstairs. So my largest aquarium, the 220 gallons. So there was something terribly wrong. And she sent me a video. Unfortunately, and as soon as I get home, we're going to go down and check on some things, and I'll explain it better when I'm home and can actually show you what I'm talking about with a little better light. But unfortunately, what happened is on my 220, the float switch I have to run the pump for the assist with my auto water change, the float switch came loose and actually laid flat in the bottom of the sump and drained the entire sump. And so that left pumps sucking air, heaters exposed, things not getting filtered. I have no idea how long this went on for. She heard it when she got home. She calls me and I had to walk her. So the moral of this story, like I have to say this the first thing, the moral of this story is my wife really is my hero right now. She helped me avoid a major disaster. So everything I would tell you moving forward, she did what I told her to do. But the fact is, like, she saved my 220, and that's where the Mabu puffer is housed. So she really saved that livestock. I'm very grateful for her. So we got some things worked out. Unfortunately, this domino effect in the course of fixing that problem, other problems arise, and bless her heart, she stayed up really late trying to help me, counteract some things. Some temperatures in the other tanks, primarily Kiwi's tank, my Fahaka Puffer's tank, it dropped down to about 65 degrees. It's one of those things like, how do you explain to somebody over the phone exactly what they need to do, how to monitor it, and when you're not there. So I still she's my hero. She saved everything, but we're kind of on a time crunch to get home right now, and I'm not going to be getting to bed anytime soon. We gotta go fix all this and get this taken care of. But again, bless my wife. She's fantastic. She saved the 220. Things are going to be okay. I have a good feeling about it. I just got to get home and kind of, fix everything to get it set down. But I'm going to show you right now the video that my wife sent me alerting me of the huge issues we had going on. So I'll pick this back up as soon as I'm home. All right, so I just got home, grabbed my camera, threw my phone on the tripod, got the microphone going. It's gonna be very kind of a rough video. I'm not really set up to film right now. So let me explain what happened. So the 220 had a major disaster last night, and this could have ended very, very poorly. Fortunately, again, my wife came to the rescue. Because of my wife, all of my livestock is alive in the 220. Because of my wife, hundreds of dollars of equipment is still working. Because of my wife, my entire fish room is okay. So let me flip the camera around and kind of explain to you what happened is, you saw what you saw in that video. There was something majorly wrong. So let me explain to you. All right, so the lights are coming on, just everybody's kind of waking up. So she came down and heard that crazy grinding noise going on that you heard in that video. And what happened, let me get some lights on down here, is, so the auto water change system, what I use is it comes in right here. So that white valve there, the small white valve, is part of my auto water change system. Now what I use is that piece there is a float switch, which is connected to the blue pump. The blue pump back in there. So what happens is water flows in, water flows out, gets pumped through down to the drain. So what happened though was that suction cup came loose and that float switch went to the bottom of this sump and drained all the water out. So who knows how long this was pulling air, the CJ pump was pulling air, nothing was moving in the sump. All the water was out. I had no water, I mean the only circulation I had is because of the circulation pump, but everything else was out, was gone. It was, yeah, it was really, really stressful. So she calls me, you know, we're kind of in this panic mode of like, I have to do something. So I give her the instructions of what I need her to do. The quickest and easiest way for me to do this was to say, I need you to get the auto water change started, let it run to fill that tank back up, and we'll go from there. So she followed all my instructions, and it's always hard trying to tell somebody with the phone how to do it the way you would. And, you know, so I made it as simple as possible. Not because I don't trust my wife, but it's kind of a big thing to ask, you know? So what happened was, over the course of me running my auto water change for so long to get the 220 stabilized, I ran out of hot water. So I ran out of hot water, but you gotta remember that my auto water change system feeds into all of my aquariums here back in the alcove. Kiwi's tank got down to 65 degrees. We're now back up to 72. So I've got a few more degrees to go on that tank to get that back to proper temperature where I keep it at. But for a couple hours, Kiwi's tank got down to 65 degrees. That's not good. It's not healthy. I think the other tanks in here, I think the Shelly's got down to about 70. I know the 240 breeders got down to about 70. And one reason why the 125 with Kiwi's tank got so low is I have a lot of water moving in there. So I say, fortunately, my wife was home. Fortunately, she heard it. She actually heard upstairs this grinding noise that was happening from the pumps in the 220 not pulling water correctly, really. So because of her, she saved all this. I mean, major disaster avoided. She even stayed up late and let the water heater recirculate, get some warm water into these tanks. I mean, yeah, my wife helped me avoid a major disaster. It's just one of my biggest fears happened. You know, I'm at work and something happened with my aquariums where I could not be here to take care of it. So fortunately I can report that everybody's good, everybody's safe. Well, that sounds so pitiful. Everything's good here. So I think while I'm here, I'm gonna drop some food in the tanks and just kind of enjoy that. So yeah, have some redundancies in place, and thanks to my wife, I really want to just kind of make this video of like, holy crap, things went wrong fast, but my wife saved it. So thank you guys for joining me. It was kind of an odd video, a quick video, but we'll see you guys in the next one. So how about we feed Sergeant?